Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well. So before we get to the round of air, fire, earth, water readings, I do want to say a few things. First off, this camera is way too high. Second off, sound check. Please make sure your volume is not too loud because yes, I know you can't see the birds, but they're no longer behind me over here. I wanted to make sure that this actually wasn't in the sun. They're still over here. We're a little bit closer, so please make sure that your volume is not too loud if you are wearing headphones, because they will yell. They like to yell. They like to talk to you guys. I don't know why. They're just weird. Anyway, also, before we get into this, March is going to be a very interesting month. Let's just start there, and we're going to ease our way into it. I know that I posted MJ's video. I tagged one of her videos. I do recommend you go and check that out. If you missed it, I'll see if I can put a tag back up here. If not, we'll figure out a way. I might put it on the community page. Something to just kind of give you more information. Essentially what's happening is Saturn is moving into Pisces. Yay. Yay. And Pluto is moving into Aquarius. And that's going to be very interesting. Throw those two things together with the full moon in Virgo. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to cover more of that at a later time. So I promise you're not missing anything. I'll do my best to make it as painless and as easy to understand as possible. Make no promises because, yes, I like to work with the energy, but the astrology energy is a little outside of what I do. Yes, it's still important, but it's still a little outside of what I do. So, without further ado, now that the announcements are over, we're going to get started, and we're going to move on now to air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Of course, these are all Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So please feel free to hop around this video however you see fit. Let's see what wants to come through for air signs. Air signs, air signs, air signs. How are you doing? Hopefully you guys are going to be okay. Depending on how the Aquarians deal with the Pluto moving into Aquarius, well, like I said, we'll touch base on that at a different time. But that's just an interesting combination. With the Pisces energy and the Virgo energy, it's just interesting. So we'll see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. I'm almost kind of getting a hiccup here. Air signs. That's weird. Alright. Underneath. Oh look, we got the hawks. Okay. The snake. Uh-oh. And the squirrel. I feel as though that with some of you air signs, you could be in a particular situation. Air signs like to see the bigger picture. I know Aquarians do. But generally with air signs, they don't like to be blindsided. They like the clarity that comes to them. That's why I like the hawk here. It's got that sharpness, like I see you, but it also has the ability to be free, to fly away. I don't like this. There's a snake in your garden. There is a snake in your bubble here. With the squirrel here, I feel as though that it's almost like the universe is telling you, you sit back and relax. We're going to handle this. We're going to take it out of your hands because the feeder is out of his hands. It's not something that he can control. Or maybe that is something that you guys have to remember, is you can't control other people and their actions. You just can't. You can't control other people and what they want to do. The only thing that you can do is control yourself. So remember that going forward as you're dealing with this snake-like energy. Interesting. We're going to take a look at that snake, because this could go one of a few different ways. But I do feel like you see it. And if you don't see it, you feel it. Yeah. Alright, let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. Are these upside down? Yes, they are. Alright, let's see where we're going. Clarify the hawk for me, please. You guys polished off that entire treat? I gave it to you this morning. Oh my goodness. Got the Seven of Cups. Got the Empress. Got the King of Swords. I like that the King of Swords shows up. Like I was saying, there's that clarity. You have the ability to be free. You have the ability to get out of the situation. Come here, you three. You have the ability to get out of your situation without removing yourself from your power. Excuse you? No, I don't want to hear that type of language again. Yeah. There are 2 treats in there for a reason. Don't fight over them, otherwise I'll take them out. Notice how they went quiet at that point. Back to you, air signs. Clarify the snake for me, please. And I want you to know, all of my animals speak perfect English. They know. They know, especially when Dad's talking. We got the Strength card here with Leo. We got the Two of Wands. I like that. There's the Queen of Swords. I like how the air signs show up. The air signs show up in the air sign reading. Not surprised. But I like this Two of Wands. I like how it's almost like he's turning his back on it and he's got the world. He's like, what can I do now that I'm out of this energy? And then with the squirrel for me, please. Page of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Yep. Hey, look. 10 of Swords. I like this energy. Very much so. Air signs. With this 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords here, there may be some things that you have to release and let go of. There may be some work that needs to be done by purging yourself of... Because the Page of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles makes me think it's almost work-related. Work or money-related. Let me put it that way. Work, money, or abundance. Gonna cover all of my bases here. But I do feel like you are reassessing. You are reassessing with the Strength card and the Page of Pentacles here. I do feel as though you are reassessing. It may be very uncomfortable with the Strength card showing up. You know, it could take some courage. He's like, put him up. I like this Two of Wands. I like how you're turning your back on this particular energy. But it still doesn't give me much for the snake. Clarify the snake for me, please. I don't normally clarify these, but we'll see what happens. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it could be boss or co-worker related. 6 of Chalices, Page of Swords, underneath is the 10 of Pentacles. Even though I feel as though it is affecting your livelihood. It is affecting how you live from day to day. 10 of Pentacles. So if you're not going to tell me the specific situation, only that it's tied to abundance and money, then what is this work that needs to be done? This Two of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. It's all kind of giving me that same energy. Hello. 9 of Wands. There's more healing. They got the 10 of Wands. 9s and 10s. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, there's an ending here. Ace of Swords. There's an ending here. Death. 9 of Swords. Ace of Wands. I love how it's going 9, 10, 1. 9, 10, 1. I like that because it's telling me that you're getting out of a cycle and a new cycle is beginning. We have the Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. It's an inspired new start. So, with you going through this transformation, I now want to look at this Page of Pentacles because I feel like that's kind of where the tipping point of all of this is. Where are you? Knight of Cups. Chariot. 10 of Cups. Another 10. 2 of Cups. Some of you are walking away from a situation. I have a little side trail here, so we're going to go with the big part and then I'll get to the little part. Some of you are walking away from a particular situation because you have a better offer on the table. Okay? And that offer came in and you're going to move really quick. You're going to move really quick because you realize that, yes, this is what's going to give you that emotional fulfillment. That emotional fulfillment on top of that abundance. There's a side story here. There's a small snippet of you were dealing with somebody who was gaslighting you. Okay? You were dealing with somebody who was gaslighting you, making you feel like you weren't good enough. And the more that you processed through this energy, the more you kind of turn your back on that person because you realize that they were telling you lies. And now that you are moving away from that person, you're making room for other people to come in. Again, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. There's that emotional fulfillment. And I like the fact that the Knight of Cups is here too. So it does make me feel like for some of you, it could be a romantic offer if you're walking away from someone else. If it's a job, I do feel as though you will have other offers coming in. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, there's a snake in your garden here. There's a snake. It's almost like there's a mouse in your house. There's a snake in your garden. Yeah, look. New life underneath. You're headed towards something new. Zodiac signs that I see before we move on. We've got air signs, which is fitting because this is the air sign portion of this video. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got Cancer, Leo, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio. That's it. That's all I see. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio. That is what I see. So you could be dealing with one of those signs, air signs, because like I said, you show up in this reading, so your energy is present. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Leo, a Libra, or a Taurus. Advice. TikTok. Time's a wasting. All the glitters. I think that is one of the bigger lessons that you are starting to realize here. No place like home. Exchanging gifts. Breathe. Like with the main portion of the... I love that. Milk and honey underneath. So I like this energy. Because it is telling you that it is time sensitive. It is a little bit time sensitive. Your time is running out for this offer to come in. But I do think you understand this aspect of it. The all that glitters, no place like home. For those of you dealing with another person, you may start to realize that this person is not what you want. It's not your home. It's not where you belong. That's why this is coming at you this way, is because you don't belong here. It's time for you to exchange energies with the universe. Be grateful for what is coming already, release what needs to go, and be present in the moment. I don't feel like you can rush this situation. This doesn't feel like something that can be rushed. This feels like something that's kind of just got to play itself out. So, air signs, this is what I have for you. I really hope this helped. We're going to move on now to fire signs. Hello, fire signs. Hopefully you all are doing well. You're going to have to give me just a moment to clean all of this up, because I just got done with the air signs. But fire signs, hopefully you all are doing okay. All right. And I think I'm not going to put these back in with the nature portals. I think I'm going to leave those out. That way the energies are different. Alright, let's see where we're going, fire signs. Let's see what wants to come through for you. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's see where we're going. The March energy will hit you guys kind of funny. Pluto being in Aquarius and Saturn being in Pisces, that'll be interesting, especially for fire signs. And I'm going to do a video to explain how this is going to affect the different zodiacs. The different zodiac signs, not individually, but I'll probably do air, fire, earth, water. Let's see where we're going. You two aren't fighting over there again, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright guys, let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. I'm going to give these one shuffle. Alright. Let's see what we got. So underneath, got the woodpecker. Okay. 9 to 5, beating your head into a wall. The owl. Interesting. And the wolf. Fire signs, I feel like you are starting to make some silent moves. I do feel like you are making your way through your spiritual journey. With this, it could be a situation where you're beating your head into a wall. It could be a situation where, you know, it is a 9 to 5. I don't know why when I first got this deck, this made me think of the 9 to 5. But it does make me think of the 9 to 5, so it could be work related. But with these two, this makes me feel like it's more of a personal thing. It's almost like you're trying to keep yourself distracted. Someone trying to keep themselves distracted over here? Interesting. We're going to see why. And because I feel like this is related to your emotions, we're going to use the Souls on Fire Tarot by Mary Jo Cranmore and Juliet Gilden. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. You know, I told you during the air sign reading that if you two are going to continue to fight over those treats, I'm going to take them out. I am. Yep. Notice how they're quiet. They're starting to behave. Alright guys, let's see where we're going. Fire signs. Fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. I don't know where that southern accent just came from, but there it is. Alright, clarify the woodpecker for me, please. Knight of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Clarify the owl for me, please. I'll lay this out and then we'll talk our way through it. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. The first major arcana of this reading, the Hierophant. Interesting. Clarify the wolf for me, please. Eight of Wands, King of Pentacles, Strength. So the first thing I noticed right off the jump is that the only two major arcanas in this is, wow, I looked at these cards and completely spaced them. It's the Strength card and the Hierophant here. So that's the first thing I noticed. So I do feel like you are trying to keep yourself distracted from something. It's almost like Anastasia's attitude. It kind of comes out of nowhere. But no, what I'm seeing with this is I do feel like you are trying to keep yourself distracted because you do have things coming in. You've got things coming in. But the problem is that notice how he's working over here, the cup is going that way and the wands are going that way. They're not reaching him. And I feel as though, again, same thing. It's almost like you're oblivious. It's almost like you're oblivious up until the very end. Why do I have that song going through my head? I have the Hey Look Ma, I Made It going through my brain. I don't remember who it's by. Don't shoot me in the comments if that's your favorite band and I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. It's actually on my iPod. I just don't know the artist. But it's almost like, hey, look, Ma, I made it. It really does have that energy of trying to keep your nose to the grinding stone while trying to keep your head down to make time pass a little bit faster. King of Swords. Okay. The Raising Consciousness. Two of Swords. And High Priestess. Yeah. That's definitely what this... Yeah. Two of Pentacles underneath. That's what you're doing. That is what you're doing. There's something about this energy. It doesn't feel like it's stuck. It doesn't feel like it's stagnant. Like, this is literally what I feel like you're doing. This is what I feel like you're doing. You're looking down. You're focused. I don't see... None of this is connected to water. Which means I almost feel like your emotions aren't having a say in this. This is very interesting, fire signs. I'm very intrigued by this. Oh, and that reminds me. I should probably write this down. Definitely surprised. Definitely surprised by this energy. Anything else you can tell me for the fire signs? I mean, don't get distracted, I guess. Four of Wands. King of Cups. Judgment. There's more major arcana. Five of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Temperance. Okay, so I don't have much to say to you up until you reach where you want to go. Let me just put it that way. I don't have much to say to you in the advice aspect of it because I feel like this is kind of working for you really well. But what I do have to say is that with the Four of Wands, that to me, in this particular deck, is the finish line. It's the finish line. You did it. And once you hit that finish line, I feel as though that you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. King of Cups. We also have the King of Pentacles here. Feel as though you're going to feel really good about yourself. You're going to feel really inspired. With this Five of Wands, Temperance energy, I don't feel like people are going to be able to touch you at that point. Nine of Pentacles. You're like, I know my self-worth. I've done my work. I've done the work. Which is interesting. Very interesting fire signs. Zodiac signs that I see before I get advice for you. Okay, I'll take that one. We've got Sagittarius. We've got Aquarius. Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Leo. King of Swords, Aquarius, Sag, King of Pentacles, Virgo, King of Cups, Pisces, more Sag, Taurus, and Leo. That is what I see. Alright, so the one that popped out was deep knowing. That's a part of me feels as though that you already know what's falling out of my mouth. You really don't need to hear this. I mean, yes, it's good validation. It's wonderful validation. But I feel as though that you're way more focused right now on the work that you were doing to be distracted by much else. So deep knowing, round and round. Chopped wood. Truth be told, to the sea. I feel as though that you're going to be in this energy up until you realize just how far you've come. So it's kind of one on top of the other. And how I want to explain this is that you're not going to look up until you hit the finish line, right? But once you hit the finish line, you're going to feel like you've done all of the work and you're going to feel very proud of yourself. So once you finish one, you finish the other. Both of them are hand in hand. And once you feel accomplished for finishing one, your self-esteem is going to go up. Do you see how this is kind of working out? So you're kind of in this round and round chopped wood until you figure it out. Then you get to move forward. So, fire signs, I'm going to tell you to keep doing what you're doing. That is going to be my advice for you. It's not very often. It doesn't really happen very often that my that my expertise are not required in a reading. Yeah, that's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So fire signs, you just keep rocking it. You just keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting forth that work and effort. And we will figure everything else out once you get to where you want to be, okay? I feel like that's where you're headed. You're headed to where you want to be. So, on that note, we are now going to move over to Earth signs. Hello, hello, Earth signs. How are you? Hopefully you all are doing well. We are going to take a look and see what wants to come through for you. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. These are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so please feel free to jump around this video however you see fit. If you want to cross-watch, that's perfectly fine too. Cross-watching is when you are an air-water sign and you happen to watch the fire-earth signs. You know, maybe you know somebody of that zodiac and you're like, want to peek in? What's going on here? Completely fine. Like I said, it's up to you to take what resonates. Take what resonates. Take what's for you. What your intuition is like, hey, that's for us. And leave what's not for you, okay? Okay. Earth signs with March. It's going to be pretty interesting. We will definitely talk about all of this, especially with the full moon being in Virgo. We're going to take a look at you guys. So don't sweat it, okay? Underneath, we got the seahorse. Okay. Relationships, shared responsibilities. The cardinal. Interesting. Divine energy stepping in. The tortoise. The tortoise. The tortoise. The tortoise. Tortoise? Why does that sound so wrong when I say it? I don't think I'm saying it correctly. Tortoise. I don't know why. That sounds completely wrong to me. But anyway, I feel as though that you guys are dealing with some heart and home energy here. And I do feel like there is divine intervention. I do feel like spirit is stepping in. Deceased energies are coming back into play. Can be parents, grandparents, just your spirit guides, but they do want me to let you know that they are here. That's what this tells me. They are here for you. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. See what wants to come through for the Earth signs. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. And I don't know why the deck is telling me to do this, but we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do you. Alright. Split them into 4. Let's see where we're going. Please clarify the seahorse for me, please. The Hermit. The Ace of Pentacles. The Fool. Uh-oh. We'll see what happens. Cardinals for me, please. Hanged Man. Seven of Cups. This is kind of like the opposite. King of Cups. This is kind of like the opposite of the fire signs that I just got done doing, because they didn't have very much major arcana, and you've got major arcana. The Tortoise for me, please. Is it sad that I have to sit there and think about it? It's kind of like linoleum or aluminum. Cinnamon? Yeah, those. I hate it. Anyway, we got the Five of Pentacles. We got the High Priestess. We got the Two of Cups. Before I go forward, I'm going to take a look here. Clarify this Hermit for me, please. What is this wisdom? You know what? I'm just going to stick with these two. The Lovers and the Page of Cups. Some of you are figuring it out who it is. And what I mean by who it is, I'm going to say your divine counterpart. I feel as though that it's taken you looking at things from a different perspective. We've got Virgo showing up here. I feel as though it's taken you looking at things from a different perspective to kind of gain that clarity. Five of Pentacles. To come in from the cold. But I feel like once you came in from the cold, it was almost like the world is your oyster. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. I was going to say the Six of Pentacles because 5 and 6 is 1. So the scales are balancing out. Things are evening out. With the High Priestess here, I feel as though you see that because she's looking right at the Seven of Cups. She's looking right at it. There's this energy of in the know. You are in the know. And with the Fool, the King of Cups, and the Two of Cups, you've got a new beginning right here. You have got a new beginning, a fulfilled beginning. Ace of Pentacles. It's going to be fulfilling for you. And then we got the Lovers. Like I said, the Lovers and the Page of Cups come out with the Hermit. I feel as though you know where you want to head your life, where you want your life to go, who you want to spend your life with. This is very interesting energies today. Very interesting energies. Anything else you wish to add? Chariot. Ace of Swords. There's that Six of Pentacles. There's that Six of Pentacles. We got the Eight of Wands. Death. Eight of Swords. What else is here? Queen of Wands, yeah. I feel as though you were stuck for quite some time. You may not have known what it is that you were looking for. I feel it with the Seahorse. It's come from a shared experience. You've had an experience with someone, and the little light bulb in the back of your brain is like, ping. And you then realize that you want to be with another person. You know who this is. You know who this is. High Priestess, you know. Hey! I'm gonna have to take those out of there, aren't I? Yeah. Am I gonna have to take those out of there? Yeah. Don't talk to me that way. Children, am I right? Don't talk to me that way. I will ground you. Okay. As I was saying, I feel as though you know who this person is. I don't feel like there's any doubt in your mind. And I feel as though that with this tortoise here, you're going to take slow, even, and calculated steps. Not really calculated, but I feel as though now it's slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. And I definitely feel like that's the energy that you're headed towards. You know. This is very interesting. You know who this person is. This person could be, not saying they are, but could be, a Gemini, a Virgo, a Sag, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, or Cancer. Gemini, you are really loud. Gemini here, what, 3 different times? Yeah, 3 different times. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for advice for you. This is very interesting, Earth signs. These have all been interesting. By the book. Didn't I tell you it was going to be calculated? Didn't I tell you you were going to slow and steady wins the race? That's what this is. By the book. A change in the wind. Deep knowing. Again, I'm telling you. I love when the cards do this. To the sea, and then underneath, we've got regeneration. This person is bringing new life back into your world. I feel as though, like I said, you do know who this is. Deep knowing. You know who this is. And I feel as though that you're going to do everything in your power, by the book, in order to get to here. To offering that love connection. To offering that cup of yours. Changing the wind. I feel like you're on the brink of a brand new adventure. And you don't even know it yet. I'm just kidding. You do know. I feel like they're the ones that could very well be kind of clueless here. Earth signs. Hey, hey! I had the phrase, if you can't beat them, join them, go through my brain. Which is very interesting. Alright, Earth signs. That is what I have for you. I really, really hope that helped. Now, last but not least, we are going to move on to fire signs. Fire signs, how are you? Hopefully you all are doing well. Wow, did I say fire signs? Water signs. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. You can tell how my day's gone. Whew. Alright. Hello, water signs. Hopefully you all are doing well. Oy vey. Oy vey. But hopefully you all are doing well. Let's see what wants to come through for you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. Oh yeah, these are about to start spitting them out. We got the cows. Nothing to do, nothing to see, but stand there and eat grass. What is that movie? It's like the backyard or barnyard animals or whatever it was. Of course there are gonna be cows outside. It's a cow farm. There are gonna be cows outside. Oh my god. I have not seen that movie in I don't know how long. That's what we call cow tipping. Don't. Water signs, don't mind me. I don't know where any of this is coming from. I am just a messenger, okay? Okay. Let's see if we can get two more here. See if we... You know what? What you got? So, the cow was the one that I pulled. Then we got the rabbit. The rabbit. The stingray. Looks like a comet. Then we got the raccoon. Water signs. I feel as though you are clicking into you. You are clicking into your energy. It's almost like nothing to do but stand here and eat grass. Then you got a little bit faster about it until I dropped it. Come here, you. Alright. Then you got a little faster at it. It does make me think of these two when they race. The tortoise and the hare. That's what it is. That's what it is. The tortoise and the hare. Then we got the comet. Stingray. Looks like a comet. And then we got the raccoon. What I get with this energy is you may have been standing what feels like by yourself, alone. Maybe one or two people, but I feel as though that energy has been stagnant. And that's really interesting for water signs because normally that energy is flowy. No. I feel as though that this has been really stagnant up until recently. And then I feel as though you just clicked back in. You found your spark. I almost feel as though it has to do with shadow work. Seeing the things that go bump in the night. Seeing that energy for not only what it is, but for what it could be. And I don't feel like that's in a negative aspect. I feel as though you're like, you know what? Circumstances happened the way that they did. There's nothing that I can do about it now. And I'm going to move forward. I do feel like you are ending back up in your energy. Very much so. I mean, look. From the cow to the stingray, from land to water, you're getting back into the flow of things. That's what I'm looking for. Whew, that was on the tip of my tongue. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for water signs. Whew, that was my tummy. I don't know if you heard that or not. All right. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. I'm going to do this a little bit different. We got the World, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Got the Page of Cups. Then we got the Star, which is Aquarius. Got the King of Cups. Got the Hanged Man. Got the Ace of Wands, which is also Leo energy in this. Then we got the Seven of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you felt like a fish out of water for quite some time. With the World card, I feel like that was kind of what happened at the end of something. You did feel like a fish out of water. But now here's healing. Here's the healing. Here's where I feel like that shadow work came into play. The Aquarius, the Star, wish fulfillment. I don't know why I just thought of happy thoughts. But wish fulfillment, hope, positive thinking. I guess that could be where the happy thoughts come from. This is Aquarius. But after you step into your energy, it's almost like you don't even need to see it anymore. It's almost like you just feel it. You just know. You just know. This is beautiful energy. Beautiful. You're choosing to see things from a different perspective, from this courageous and inspired perception. It's like you were looking at it from a glass half empty, and then it was like, oh my god, the glass is half full. And it was just like, click. That's what I feel like happens here. I feel as though that... oh my god. I say this about my sisters all the time. Whenever they come up with a bright idea, I tell them, you got two wires in your brain that aren't connected right, are they? They normally respond, or sometimes I tell them that, you know, you got two wires that aren't connected up there. I tell my coworkers that all the time, like, you got a wire that must be loose up there. I almost feel like these wires have connected back together after being severed and disconnected for quite some time. Seven of Wands. Laying a foundation. Laying a foundation, laying down those boundaries, you know, putting yourself in that clarity, in that mindset. This is Aquarius. But still that clarity nonetheless. I feel like you were disconnected. I definitely feel like you were disconnected. And you know, I'm not even going to ask about that shadow work. And the reason why I'm not going to ask about that shadow work is because if you're already at that high vibration point, I don't want to bring that back up again. Yes, it may not affect you guys, but some of it may still be triggering. Still working through this energy. For those of you who haven't quite gotten there yet. For those of you who haven't quite gotten there yet. Anastasia. Anastasia. No, ma'am. I'm definitely going to have to take those treats out of there. They're fighting over them. Two of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Five of Cups. I feel like you need to have a conversation with somebody closest to you. Close to you, not closest. I do feel like it is friend, family member. Friend or family member. But I do feel like you do need to lay everything out on the table and explain how you feel. And I'm here to tell you, when you explain how you feel to other people, other people will automatically have that urge to explain themselves too, of like, well, you know, I didn't mean to do it that way, like this is what it, you know what, that's fine. Allow them to explain. But you still have every right to feel the way that you do. You do. And just as much as they have a right to feel what they feel too. So it's not the fact that one of you are right or wrong. It's the fact that both of you have very valid points. And I feel like in order to get through this pasture cow stand there doing nothing all day, I feel as though that it is going to take some courage. It's going to take connecting into your heart chakra. It's going to take some forgiveness. It's going to take open-mindedness, I guess I should say. Not forgiveness, open-mindedness. But it's going to require a conversation. True, authentic talking. Water signs. I believe that's what I have for you. I'm not going to dig too much deeper into this because it's not what I want to do. We've got Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Gemini. Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Gemini. That's it. Interesting. So you could be dealing with one of those. These are just dropping out of my hands like flies. Okay. Okay. What else you got? We've got imagine. We've got blessed. And underneath, we've got loyal heart. I feel as though right now, with the way that these look to me, right now I feel as though that you are at a choice to be made. There is a discussion to be had with somebody closest to you. And I feel as though it's not about tearing them down. It's about how can we make this better? Instead of sitting like this in that never-ending story. Anastasia, I don't appreciate when you yell it like that. And if you continue to yell, you will not be in here when I do card readings in the future. Just so you know, Muffin. Imagine and blessed. Imagine the good that could come out of this. Here's what I'm talking about, that glass half full, glass half empty. This. It's all about your perception. If you go and look for the negative, you're going to find the negative. And if you go and look for the positive, you're going to find the positive. And it takes some time to switch. So if you're always looking at the negative, you want to go from that glass half empty to the glass half full, it's going to take some practice. It's going to take some time. So just keep that in mind as you go through this energy, okay? Okay. All right, guys. This is what I have for you. I really, really hope this helped. This was the round of air, fire, earth, water. So thank you all very much for joining me and the birds today. We're going to have to work on a plan to... do something about those two, because they're kind of loud. But thank you guys very much for joining me. I will see you all next week for another round of videos, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.